Hey y'all, I'm back. Welcome to Books, Beauty, and Stuff. This is a CVS haul, part of my beauty and makeup reviews. Um, a few of the products I got today is a couple I got from E.L.F. and it's two of them, two powders I got from Black Opal as well too. I'm also going to link the link bar below to the websites that you can check them out on the websites if you don't have access to the products in your area. Okay, so the first I'm going to talk about are the two Black Opal powders. This one is number 5, which comes in deep, and this one is number 4, which comes in dark. Now, I love the Black Opal Deluxe finishing powders. For one, it's like a matte finish. That's number 1. Number 2, it's a loose powder, but the way you could take it out, I'm gonna show you for example. Matter of fact, let me show you. I have a light one. I have an extra light one. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I told you right there. This is my extra light one. I have another light one in my kit. So what you do with what I do with some of the powders I have, I take this out, tap a little bit in the top of the top. Depending if the skin person is oily or not. So what I do after that, dip my small powder brush or whatever powder brush I'm using, bam bam, and do it lightly over their face, and it's like a beautiful matte finish. And on top of that, they're like $10.50 a pop, or depending if your drugstore is having a selling that. But the only drawback I have with these, there's kind of messy. So with these loose powders, with any loose powder, you really have to be careful. So I did get the shade deep, and I got the shade dark. I have medium, which I have to get later in my kit, but I have like a small sample one I got from them a while back. And I have light in my kit. So these are the two products I got. And one thing I like about Black Opal, it caters to people that's my tone, a bit lighter and a bit darker. It caters to all women of color. And I like these powders especially because these powders seem to work for, work for everyone. From light to dark and in between. So I definitely am enjoying this powder as well too. So I definitely like the powder. I've used it on myself before, like 3 years ago when I was in makeup school. Had to do my own face one day, so I used the kind of powder, and it actually feels very comfortable on the skin too. And if you don't want like a matte finish, sort of if you want to make your makeup to go on the skin, what I actually use is MAC Fix Plus to break it down a bit and make sure it's so it could be more skin like. But these powders are actually very comfortable. And I actually did one of my girlfriend's face, and she's not a big makeup person. She actually liked the finish of the powder as well too. She actually liked the foundation sticks, Black Opal foundation sticks, which are my favorite as well too. So these are 10 on the website are probably like $9.95, but depending on the drugstore, actually they're like under $11. So I would definitely take a look at those if you want, ladies, and my fellow drag queens and trans women. Definitely take a look at those because it's very, like I said, it's inexpensive, it's worth it, and you can use it very well too. And that way, when you do use it, I would use a paper towel underneath, or if you're over your sink, you can just wash the sink afterwards. But yeah, definitely get these powders as well too. The next product I actually got from E.L.F. Cosmetics, eyes, lips, and face. Now, one thing about E.L.F. people sleep on is their brushes. Not even sleep on their brush, they sleep on the brand because they think, oh, E.L.F. is because it's inexpensive. It's like really it's like it's not works well. That's a bold-faced lie. When I first started makeup, this was like almost 5 years ago, I actually bought I remember the day, it was December 2011. I actually bought the 144 eyeshadow palette, and that palette is so pigmented. I'm telling you, it's pigmented with or without a primer. I personally use a primer or concealer underneath, that way the eyeshadow can pop more. But that primer, that set for $10, it may be cheaper online or maybe a little more online. That set that's under $15, it is so worth the money. 144 colors you could get. You got your earth tone shades, you got your colorful shades, you got your golds, your neutrals, your blues, your purples, your blacks, grays, all that. And you can do a smoky eye, you can do a natural eye. That set is worth them. Is definitely worth it. But I'm not gonna talk about much about the set. I'm gonna talk about this angle blush brush. This brush was about $3, and it's supposed to be a blush brush. It is. I actually like the way this brush looks and the way how the bristles feel. They feel so freaking soft. But because I already have a blush brush from E.L.F. But to me, with brushes in general with makeup, you could use a lot of brushes for different things. Like for example, the 217 brush from MAC. Some people, I use it for my eyes. Some people use it as to place the concealer underneath their eye, or they could use it to set the concealer. Like I said, brushes have different rules. There's really no rule with brushes in makeup. You know, long as you could use it and you know how to work it well. This one I'm definitely going to use as a powder brush. I love it because it feels so light. And boom, boom, boom. I definitely could work with this one. This is the angle blush brush. I think I got this one by mistake, but you know it's going to work today. The last thing I got from CVS is the high definition under eye setting powder. I heard a few things about this one, and it comes to share. I actually heard it from one of the YouTube gurus I follow, Beauty Broadcast Emily Noel 83. That's my girl right there. I actually heard a lot about this, and she said she likes it pretty well. So I was like, I'm going to try, because if it's sheer, this definitely probably should work for all skin types. But I'm going to try and see if it works for all skin types. If it don't, it most probably may work just for light to medium skin tones. But I'm definitely going to try this one because, hey, it's inexpensive and it's nice once again. And I know everybody's wondering what I have in my eyes today. I'm going to tell you right quick. I actually have on a blue color from the Fashion Fair Color Dazzle set, which I showed you in one of my Books, Beauty, and Stuff Awards video. But I will be doing a separate review on that shortly. I have on the blue color on my lid all over, with a little bit of black. On my mascara is, you know, my favorite, the Upward Lash mascara from MAC. I gotta get some more. My blush is Sweet as Cocoa, and my lips is a Plush Glaze from MAC called Wet Wild and Wonderful. But I'm definitely going to try this one, and if I'm impressed with it, I will definitely go back and get it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and do a separate review on these. As you know, this was a haul, and definitely a thumbs up for me for that one. And for this brush, E.L.F. brushes always get a thumbs up for me, so it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys for looking at Books, Beauty, and Stuff. Thank you guys for checking me out, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.